You treat your team like family, you celebrate their wins, you have their backs, and you believe you've earned their loyalty. But what if that loyalty is a myth? What if, behind the holiday bonuses and the Employee of the Month plaques, there's a brutal, unspoken truth? Your employees aren't loyal, they're just paid. The workplace has become a transaction. Machiavelli knew this centuries ago, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to use this uncomfortable truth to build a team that's truly unbreakable. Not because they love you, but because their goals are perfectly aligned with yours. The lie of the corporate family. Let's get to the heart of the problem. We've all been told to build a family culture, so you invest your time, your energy, and your emotions. You remember birthdays, ask about their kids, and offer support when life gets tough. You think you're earning their loyalty. Then, one of your star players, someone you mentored and championed, puts in their 2 weeks' notice. And for what? A 5% raise and a slightly better title somewhere else. It feels like a slap in the face. A betrayal. But here's the cold, hard truth. It wasn't personal. It was just business. The old deal, the one where you get a gold watch after 40 years of service, is dead. For decades, corporations have shown that loyalty is a one-way street, with mass layoffs to boost shareholder value, even when profits are good. They taught employees a lesson through their actions. Everyone is replaceable. So why are we shocked when employees finally start acting like it? This isn't a moral failing on their part. It's human nature. People are driven by self-interest, by security, and by the well-being of their actual families. As the philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli pointed out 500 years ago, people are motivated by their own interests, not some fuzzy concept of loyalty. To expect anything else is setting yourself up for disappointment. Machiavelli's brutal mirror, why fear is more reliable than love. This brings us to one of Machiavelli's most famous ideas, that it's much safer for a leader to be feared than to be loved. Now, before you dismiss that as advice for a tyrant, let's look at the brilliant psychology behind it. Machiavelli said that love is held together by a chain of obligation, which people, being self-interested, will break whenever it suits them. Fear, on the other hand, is maintained by a dread of consequence, which never fails. Let's translate that for today. The love you try to generate, the pizza parties, the team-building retreats, the we're-a-family speeches, is fragile. It creates a sense of obligation that an employee will, and probably should, break the second a better opportunity comes along. That love is conditional. When the situation changes, it vanishes. Fear, in the 21st century, isn't about ruling with an iron fist. It's about creating a deep and unwavering respect for consequences. The fear of losing access to a culture of excellence. The fear of being the person who drops the standard. The fear of being held accountable for mediocrity. This kind of fear isn't personal, it's structural. It creates clarity. A leader who is only loved is relying on affection, which is unpredictable. But a leader who is respected to the point of fear, the fear of letting them down, the fear of not meeting their high standards, builds on a foundation that's rock solid. People might forget your past kindnesses, but they won't forget the clear consequences of their actions. The transactional truth. People stay for the deal, not the bond. So, let's be blunt. Your employees aren't loyal to you or your company's mission statement. They are loyal to what your company provides them. Their commitment is a rational calculation that's constantly being reevaluated. Your best engineer isn't loyal to your brand. She's loyal to the fascinating problems you give her to solve and the salary that helps her buy a home. Your top salesperson isn't loyal to the company. He's loyal to the commission structure that funds his kids' education and the autonomy you give him to crush his goals. This isn't cynical, it's just reality. It's a transaction. The moment the deal stops being the best one they can get, the relationship is at risk. But the mistake leaders make is treating this like a moral problem instead of a business negotiation. You're not buying their soul. You're renting their time and their skills. The real question isn't how you inspire loyalty, but how you make the terms of that rental so compelling they never want the lease to end. While fair pay is critical, employees are also more likely to stay when they feel recognized and see clear opportunities for growth. Building the unbreakable team by aligning self-interest. So, if you can't rely on loyalty, how do you keep your A players from walking out the door? You stop trying to build a family and start acting like a master architect. You find the best specialists, you give them an unbeatable deal, and you align their success directly with your own. Here's how you do it. First, stop selling the family lie. It's not genuine. You're not their family. You're the leader of a professional team. Your job is to create a place where talented adults can hit their professional and financial goals by making valuable contributions. Being honest about the transaction builds respect, which is way more durable than affection. Second, frame everything in terms of mutual value. Ditch the vague requests for sacrifice for the good of the company. Instead, tie every goal directly to their self-interest. Don't say, "I need you to work late on this." Say, "Leading this project to the finish line will give you the exact experience you need for that senior director role opening up next year." Don't just say, "We need to hit our targets." Say, "When we hit this sales tier, the higher commission percentage unlocks for the whole team." You're just taking their natural ambition and aiming it right at your company's goals. Third, make your fear aspirational. The fear you should cultivate isn't fear of you, but a fear of mediocrity. Uphold high standards relentlessly. Create a culture where driven people are afraid of becoming stagnant. High performers crave challenges and hate environments where coasting is tolerated. This consistency actually creates a sense of safety, because the rules of the game are crystal clear. The ultimate fear should be losing access to an elite environment where they can do their best work and get rewarded for it. Fourth, make your place the best deal in town. Your best retention strategy is to make your offer, the entire package, unbeatable. This is way more than just salary. It's the quality of the work, the level of autonomy, chances to learn new skills, the caliber of their co-workers, and a clear career path. Your job is to build a value proposition so positive that leaving would be an irrational, self-defeating move. You want your employee to get a call from a recruiter and think, "Thanks, but the deal I have here is just too good to leave." The idea of unconditional employee loyalty is a comforting lie that only leads to resentment. The truth is, the modern workplace is a marketplace, and your employees are smart shoppers. They aren't your kids, they are skilled professionals in a sophisticated business deal. So stop trying to be a parent and start being a valuable partner. Build a system where their ambition fuels your growth. The strongest teams aren't forged in the flimsy fire of emotion. They're built with the cold, hard steel of perfectly aligned interests. The real currency of retention isn't a pat on the back. It's freedom, growth, and unapologetic mutual benefit. If this changed how you think about leadership, subscribe for more truths about how things really work. And now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever lost a loyal employee over what seemed like a small amount of money? Tell me your story in the comments.